So today we've got out doing a little bit, just done a couple of sweet spot efforts on like an average like 1.5% gradient road at like 420. It's a road Tour de France has come through before, or at least like the last 12 minutes, which is like more of a climb section. It's like, yeah, kind of flat with a little steep climb in the middle. I think the Tour went through it last year when I saw Jonas Abrahamsen and Connor Swift are like fastest. Yeah, I just thought it was funny because I was reading that article about Olav Alexander Boo about how cyclists' weight might increase now. Yeah, we'll maybe do another video on that topic, but I just thought, yeah, I think I went quite a lot faster with my training wheels on and 2 big heavy bottles, so yeah, that can make a funny Strava title. But anyway, yeah, that was quite, yeah, like 420, like because I haven't really had many good sessions with like okay legs, really just lots of stress and travel and yeah, like races. Yeah, well, watch last video. But yeah, just like 420 on the flat, feeling fine. Then you get to the climb and you push on like, yeah, it feels like now like threshold on a climb is like 440, 450, and then on the flat it's always for me like 20 watts lower. But then with like a bit of flat, bit of climb, like it was, the second one would have been 430 if I'd have finished just here. I get to like 19 minutes here and then I've got to go down this really steep descent where I was just doing probably like 50 watts per minute. I was trying like pulling the brakes out, all the tricks, but yeah, couldn't really do it. So it ended up going down to 421 by the end, but you know, obviously it doesn't matter. Yeah, so now go and do TTT training. I don't know whether I'm going to be on the club bike, which will probably be, it's not been set up, really uncomfortable, and the brakes backward for me. If I can get them to persuade to let me do it on my road bike, I'd probably prefer that. So yeah, we'll catch up later and see how that goes. Hey guys, so just the next part of post TT training, just saying how that went. So yeah, I was the only person on a road bike. I thought the other guys would all be in like training kit and stuff, and it would be quite low key. But they all had like their skin suits on, their aero socks and TT helmets, as well as TT, you know, pretty nice Lapierre TT bikes. And I was just on my road bike, had my training wheels on, shorts, jersey, and you know, like normal cotton socks and stuff. And yeah, we found out when we were there. They doing like a little test, individual time trial, and I didn't know particularly. I knew what they told me it was like 5.8k, and yeah, I was trying to figure out like I don't know how long that's gonna take, and so I was just like, yeah, I'm on a road bike, they're not going to expect anything. And I just sort of whacked it at that. Didn't really think too much about it. I know how to pace it, but yeah, just tried to tuck in aero and push quite hard until it seemed like I was near the end. And yeah, that was cool because I was the fastest out of the 5 of us that were there. So despite being on the road, like I said, the road bike and full like road training setup rather than a TT race setup. So I think what made that a bit more possible was the average is on an average gradient of 1.7%. So my average speed was 26 miles an hour. I can't remember what was going on with the wind. I think it was a bit of like a cross headwind. So yeah, I did 470 watts for like 720, which I was quite like, considering I was like proper like, yeah, I mean like the last bit I'm out of the seat and sprinting at the start to get the bike up to speed, but then there's a little kicker, you know, I'm out of the seat most of the time, like folding myself in half of that. So yeah, and then I did my like sweet spot efforts. So like was like 2 by like 90 minutes at like 425 watts, and well, it was about the break in between was driving to the TTG training. So yeah, that's like, yeah, it's like nice to be able to show the DS that okay, you may have had bad luck in the races and because of the DI2 problem and and the puncture, but you know, and he thinks that therefore I'm then just shit at racing, which, you know, okay, maybe I am, even though that's not a fair conclusion to make, I don't think. But you know, yeah, at least like I'm like I actually can move. Like my power is not just like I'm bolt upright and really heavy and not aero. Like at least I actually, you know, I do actually go fast. Yeah, so that's better than kicking the teeth.